I'm Emily. It's been a minute. Still having health issues. Still don't know what's causing it. Still working with a team of doctors. But I have not had a lot of energy. I have not wanted to do anything. Notice I have not continued working on my son's room. I want to, but I can't at the moment. So I do have a post for you today. However, we're talking about emergency preparedness kits. So I actually did a post about this several years ago now, and I did a kit for each member of my family, and I put everything in them, and I showed them all to you, and you all thought they were great. I did get a lot of comments from people going, I would never live anywhere where something like this would happen. I would never need something like this. It's ridiculous that you live somewhere like that. Well, it's funny. Global warming is a thing. And lots of places change, and people that don't think that they're going to experience any kind of natural disasters do now. So it's always best to have something in my mind. We live in an area in Tennessee where we can experience flooding. People get hit by tornadoes fairly often, and there is flooding caused by hurricanes. I don't live near the ocean. My state does not border the ocean. However, like many people who live in the towns in North Carolina and Tennessee, they know that hurricanes can cause flooding in the mountains. So if you live in the United States, at least, I would hope also other parts of the world that you understand that it is smart to have something like this. It's just a 72-hour kit. It keeps lots of stuff ready and available for you for if you encounter a disaster or if for some reason you need to leave your home at all. So today we're actually just going to update our kits because I did these back when my son was probably 6 months old and he's now 3, and I haven't updated them, which is not great because I have diapers in there and the diapers that are in there won't fit him. I also have clothes for both of my kids. Those wouldn't fit my kids right now either. So let's go through. We're going to update them. I'm going to walk you through again what I have in each one, and I'm going to show you what I'm changing, what I'm leaving, all of that, and hopefully this helps. I keep the emergency kits in our front hall closet, which makes it really easy to just grab them if we ever need to. I have this bucket underneath that has all of our sleeping bags in it, and then the 4 backpacks on top. The pink one's for my daughter, the orange one is for my son, the blue one is mine, and the green one is my husband's. You may notice there are only 3 sleeping bags. That's because when I originally did this, I did not get one for my son, but I will talk about his sleeping bag when I go through his bag in just a minute. I'm going to start off going through the kids' bags first. I'm going to pull everything out, show you what I have, and then show you what I need to replace and what I'm replacing it with. So my daughter has some pull-ups in here, some gluten-free granola. There is her camping pillow, this cool like camping cup mug thing that also comes with a spoon and a fork, 3 outfits, some trash bags, a washcloth, a flashlight, and I think that's it in her bag. Nope, actually there was also some toilet paper and a rain poncho. And then I do have water bottles on the sides. So I love these camping pillows because they roll up really small and they're at the bottom of all of our backpacks. This is what they look like. Like I said, they roll up really nicely, just go back in their bag and fit really well at the bottom of this bag. So I don't have to keep them on the outside of the bag and have them awkwardly moving around or anything. The batteries on the flashlight are totally fine. The little camping cup with the utensils is totally fine. The trash bags and the washcloth are fine. They can all go back in, as well as the water bottles and the rolls of toilet paper and the granola. All of that doesn't need to be replaced and can go right back into the bag. Now let's talk stuff that does need to be replaced. So these pull-ups are way too small for my daughter. She still does sleep with a pull-up just in case. And then all of these clothes are way too small for her. I went and I checked the tags and they are 6 in girls. And she is like a 12, 14 on the high end. And so none of those are going to work. So I did grab some pull-ups for just in case. I put 3 in a bag just to keep them nice and dry. And then I grabbed 2 more sets of clothes. I did shorts and a t-shirt and a long sleeve shirt and long pants, as well as underwear and socks for both of these outfits. So there really wasn't much to replace for my daughter. It was just her clothes and the pull-ups. Everything else was totally fine and was able to go back in the bag. So now let's go look at my son's bag because that's going to need a lot more work. Again, I'm going to take everything out just to show you what's in here. We've got some ponchos, a good amount of diapers. Oh, look, there's a sleeping bag and wipes, more diapers, formula, a shelter, a baby carrier, and several outfits.
That's all that's in here, except I do have some water bottles on the side for him too. The baby carrier, it's gonna go. He's 40 pounds. That's not gonna work. The formula expired in January of 2024, so that's gonna go. The baby clothes are all size 9-month, and he is way bigger than that, so those will have to be replaced too. So let's go through and I'm gonna show you what I'm going to get rid of and replace in here. Obviously, clothes, he needs between a 4T and a 6-7, depending on what it is. He needs size 7 or 8 diapers, so those size 2 diapers, they've gotta go. I replaced 2 outfits and put a bunch of diapers, enough for 2 to 3 days in here. Honestly, I probably need to get some like powdered milk to put in here for him because he's still a pretty big milk drinker, and then some snacks as well as a pacifier. I'd forgotten about that. And then all of that can go back in the bag and it's good to go. The wipes are still good. He doesn't have a lot in his bag just because the rest of us are carrying other stuff, and he won't be carrying this bag. Either my husband or myself would carry this bag if there was an emergency, or it would just be in the car. I did mention that I do have this sleeping bag and a shelter that are now in his backpack because he will sleep pretty much anywhere, and he does not need to have like a comfy cozy place. He just needs a person. And so these are really cool. They pack really, really tight. I will link them. And now for kicks and giggles, I'm just going to go through mine and my husband's backpack so you can see what we have in here. I did not believe when I started this that I needed to replace anything in there, and I actually don't, except for one thing. I did pull out one of the masks from our bags that I used when I was working on a project and I couldn't find one, and so I do need to get a new one for this bag. Other than that, nothing has to be replaced and pulled out of these bags. My husband and I have the most stuff in our bags just because we'll be able to carry more. We both have several days worth of clothes. I've got these powdered gluten-free meals that we can just throw water in and cook. We each have also the really cool little camping drink soup holder that has utensils. I have a stack of utensils. We both have a tarp. We both have these emergency phone chargers, trash bags, washcloths. We each have a walkie-talkie. I have the first aid kit. He has the shovel multi-tool that I've showed before. We both each have a life straw. If you've never seen what a life straw is, they're so cool. They are these straws that have a filter in them so you can drink out of any water source without worrying about it being contaminated. We also both have toilet paper, ponchos, and trash bags. Like I said, no real reason for either one of us to have to replace anything that's in these bags other than me getting a new face mask for mine. And I probably need to put face masks for the kids in theirs. Ours are good to go. So now I can put everything back in the closet because everything's updated.
There you go. Hopefully, again, this helps, and this was something that you could find helpful for you for making your own kit. I've linked everything that I have used. I went back and I have had to order a few things for my son because we didn't have them and I didn't need them at the time, but we do now. Make sure if you enjoyed this video, you like and subscribe so you can see more videos like this on your feed, and I will see you next time.